Good morning, students. Today I'm going to discuss the very first unit, spectroscopy. First, in this unit, we will discuss various points as per the syllabus. We will discuss the brief introduction to molecular spectroscopy, width and intensity of spectral lines, factors affecting width and intensity of spectral lines. But before starting to the spectroscopy, we must know what is spectroscopy. What is spectroscopy? Spectroscopy means the interaction of electromagnetic radiation with the matter. This is the general definition. What it is? The interaction of electromagnetic radiation with the matter. Now the question arises, what is electromagnetic radiation? Means whatever the study is undergone is related with the what affects the electromagnetic radiation upon interacting with the matter. What is electromagnetic radiation? Electromagnetic radiation, it is the radiant energy. Radiant means it is emitted. Radiant energy, it is emitted from any source. Any source. For example, we will take example of sun. Sun is the source of different kinds of electromagnetic radiation. The radiant energy emitted from any source is called as electromagnetic radiation. Now, this radiation, electromagnetic radiation, consists of what? Two mutually perpendicular waves oscillating in planes perpendicular to each other. Two mutually perpendicular waves oscillating in planes perpendicular to direction of propagation. Means in which direction this radiation is propagating. To this direction, two mutually perpendicular waves are oscillating. These two oscillating waves means one component is magnetic and second is the electric component. You will see in the figure, this is the figure which shows the propagation of waves, electromagnetic wave. We will call it as a electromagnetic wave. In this figure, you will see the two waves oscillating perpendicular to the direction of wave motion. One component is electric component and what is magnetic component, where capital B and E arrow shows the field or strength of the electric component and B as a field strength of the magnetic component, where magnetic field is shown by vertical wave direction and electric field is shown by the horizontal motion. Now, electromagnetic radiation is the name given to a complete range of transverse radiation having different wavelengths. Means electromagnetic radiation, what it is the range of transverse radiation which have a difference in their wavelength, but they have common properties. Like which properties? It is propagated by varying electric and magnetic fields oscillating at right angles to each other. Means electric and magnetic components are always oscillating at right angles, means perpendicular to each other. Now second point, that is common, it travels with a constant velocity of, the value is 299.792458 meter per second. That is equals to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second in a vacuum. Means the electromagnetic radiation is having, any electromagnetic radiation is having the velocity equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second in vacuum. This is common to all types of radiations, electromagnetic radiation. Now third, it is unaffected by electric and magnetic fields. Means there is no effect of electric and magnetic field on the electromagnetic waves. Fourth one is it travels in straight lines in vacuum. Means it travels in straight lines in a vacuum. It may be polarized. Means electromagnetic radiation can be polarized. It can show interference and diffraction. You know the phenomenon of interference of light and diffraction of light. These are the common properties of electromagnetic radiation. Now, each electromagnetic radiation is characterized by some basic points or properties. The first one is the wavelength. What is wavelength? As electromagnetic radiation are the waves. Wavelength are different for different electromagnetic radiation. What is wavelength? The wavelength of a wave is the distance between two successive maxima, that is called as crest, or minima, or called as trough, of an electromagnetic wave. As you have seen the figure of electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic wave, the one of magnetic component and one is electric component. There is a maxima and minima. The successive maxima, the distance between successive maxima, that is the crest, or minima, that is the trough. That distance is called as the wavelength, and wavelength is denoted by lambda. Denoted by, it is lambda, Greek letter lambda. And the commonly used units of wavelength are meters, centimeters, millimeters, micrometers, nanometers, and angstrom unit. 1 angstrom unit is equals to 10 raised to 10 meter, or that is equals to 0.1 nanometer. These are some conversions, unit conversions. Now second characteristic property for the electromagnetic radiation is the frequency. The numbers of wave cycles passing through a given point. Remember, the number of wave cycles, passing through a given point per unit time is called the frequency of radiation. How many number of cycles are passing through the given point in per unit time is called frequency, and it is denoted by the Greek letter nu. It is generally expressed in terms of cycles per second or in hertz, and 1 hertz is equals to 1 cycle per second. Now third property is the wave number. It is denoted by nu bar. Now it is a very common practice to denote or express frequency as the wave number in the spectroscopy, and which is defined as the number of waves per centimeter in vacuum. What it is defined? The number of waves per centimeter in vacuum. In frequency, there is a number of wave cycles passing through a given point, right, per unit time. Here wave number is the number of waves per centimeter, that is the fixed point is per centimeter in vacuum. Means for 1 centimeter how many number of waves are passing in a vacuum. This is the wave number. And frequency, it is time related. Wave number, it is with the from point of view, it is related with the distance from which the number of waves passing in a vacuum. It is denoted as by Greek letter nu bar, and its expression for wave number is nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda, as it is reciprocal of the wavelength. Means the wave number has the unit of reciprocal of wavelength, that is per centimeter. Okay. These are the general points related with the electromagnetic radiation, and these points are very important while discussing the spectroscopy. Without knowing the electromagnetic radiation, we could not proceed for the understanding of spectroscopy. Now first we will introduce what is spectroscopy, as it is the branch of science that deals with the study of interaction of electromagnetic radiation with matter, is called as spectroscopy. Spectroscopy mainly used for the various kinds of various fields, especially in chemistry, because this technique has become very important analytical tool for chemist. Means it is impossible to work for the chemist without the spectroscopy. The spectroscopy is most powerful tool available for the study of atomic and molecular structure and for the analysis of various samples synthesized by the chemist. The study of spectroscopy can be carried out under the following heads. Means mainly two heads, that is atomic spectroscopy and molecular spectroscopy. Molecular spectroscopy is important because we always study the molecular structure, but in certain cases atomic spectroscopy is important to deal. The atomic spectroscopy deals with the interaction of electromagnetic radiation with atoms. Now, atoms, atoms are not found isolated, and atoms are found only in gaseous state. Isolated atoms can be found only in gaseous state. Though the interaction of electromagnetic radiation with atoms which are commonly in ground state. Ground state means it's having a lowest energy state. Now, which atoms or which kind of elements exist in gaseous state? The monoatomic substances normally exist in the gaseous state. Note down, the monoatomic substances normally exist in the gaseous state and can absorb electromagnetic radiation resulting in the transition of electrons from the ground state to higher excited state. What? Transition of electrons from ground state to higher energy electronic state. The electronic absorption of electromagnetic radiation occurs, means electronic excitation or electron get excited to higher energy level only if the photon has energy equal to the energy difference between two quantized energy level. Means the photon should have energy equal to the energy difference between these two quantized energy levels, that is E is equals to h nu, that is E is equals to h nu, where h is Planck's constant and nu is the frequency of absorbed radiation. Now, what is molecular spectroscopy? The molecular spectroscopy deals with the interaction of, no doubt, electromagnetic radiation with molecule. In contrast to the atomic spectra, which arises from the transitions of electrons between the atomic energy levels. What? In contrast to the atomic spectra, which arises, means atomic spectra arises from the transitions of electrons from lower energy state to higher energy state on absorption of electromagnetic radiation. The molecular spectra arises due to the interaction of radiation of, that is electromagnetic radiation, with molecules, and which results in transition between rotation and vibrational energy levels in addition to the electronic transition. In case of atomic spectroscopy, there is only, in atoms only electrons are present, but in case of molecules, not only electrons, bonds also present. These bonds can be rotated or vibrated. Means upon absorption of electromagnetic radiation with the electronic transition, rotation of bond as well as vibration of bond takes place, and hence there is a transition between the rotational energy levels of the molecule and the vibrational energy levels of the molecules takes place. And that's why the spectra of molecules are more complicated than those of atoms. This is the general introduction to the molecular spectroscopy. And from molecular spectra, information about molecular vibration and rotation is obtained, and that reveal great deal about the molecular structure. Means how molecule is formed. Spectrum is of two types. Now spectrum is of two types: absorption spectrum and emission spectrum. Means when a radiation is incident on the molecule in the ground state, and if energy of its photon is exactly equal to the energy difference between two energy levels, that is E is equals to h nu, then molecule undergoes transition from lower energy level to the higher energy level with the absorption of energy. With the absorption of energy, what happens? The molecule undergoes transition from its lower energy level to the higher energy level, where it may be vibrational energy level, lower vibrational or lower rotational, to the higher vibrational or higher rotational energy level upon absorption of energy. This is called as the absorption spectrum. Now the spectrum obtained is called as absorption. If the molecule falls from that higher energy level to the ground state or lower energy level, it emits a energy. And the spectrum thus obtained is called as emission spectrum. Thank you.